Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Talawa TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Talawa TV with the host and best Davis. Take it away.
My followers, how are you all? Good evening. Is it a good afternoon? Surely all depends on where you're based in the world. If you're just tuning into the live stream, I hope you've done the honorable thing, and I hope that you've gone ahead and hit that like button. And I hope that your day is going well. Hope it's going well, better than the Reggae Girlz. I'm going to point out, be very direct with this one. Wasn't going to give you guys a live stream if I'm being completely honest with you. Again, because I'm on the recovery. So yeah, definitely didn't plan for a live stream for you guys, but I do like to keep us all on the same page. So I have made a promise to you guys that I will always give you the update there. If as and when updates come through to me, or whenever something is out there in the public that you guys need to know about, I'm gonna loop you guys in. So that's where we're at. And I hate to be the one to talk about certain topics with you guys, but here we are again on our favorite topic. I can't even get my words together because I'm pissed off, to be honest with you. Pardon my French. Let me know how you guys are doing there in the comment section. Good day to you guys, by the way. Yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, more embarrassment on the line there for the Reggae Girlz, the senior Reggae Girlz team there of Jamaica. And this bit of embarrassing news comes literally not even 24 hours, less than 24 hours after the girls tasted further victory and further success in the Concacaf Women's Championship, clinching that all-important third place spot. That for me was the icing on the cake from our back-to-back qualification there for next year's World Cup. So that's 2 successful World Cup qualification on the bounce. And what do you know? They've gone out and they've done it again, and they've spoiled all the fun, and they are putting a damper on our parade, basically piss on our parade as they usually do. Yesterday, I did say that Mr. Ricketts needs to look to his left and he needs to look to his right, and he needs to get rid of people who are nicking the living. I'm going to go ahead and say that again, and I couldn't care less who wants to get upset, who wants to cheer and celebrate. Be my guest, do whatever. I'm not really here to please you guys. I'm going to say again, Mr. Ricketts, you need to be looking to your left of you and your right of you, and you need to be getting rid of those guys who are there for a good, jolly good ride. Those guys who are part of the federation, who are nicking a living, as I said in last night's live stream, those guys there who are there for the joy ride and don't want to do their work, their job that they're being paid for. I trust that they are being paid, because if they weren't being paid, they would have kicked up a fuss and a stink a long time ago. As I said on last night's live stream, it's time for you, Mr. Ricketts, to look to your left, look to your right, get rid of those incompetent guys there that are letting you down and letting the federation down, and are also letting down the senior national team, be it on the Reggae Girlz and the men's end, from the youth setup all the way up to the top, pretty much. Grassroots, the whole lot. They're all a bunch of disappointments, if you ask me. And you need to bring competent women to the table, because it seems that when you look at sports as it relates to men and women, it's the women that are delivering, and it seems to be the women that give you that level of consistency. So clearly, there's some similarities there. So if I were you, Mr. Ricketts, I'm going to keep on saying it until you make the sensible adjustments. Get rid of your right hand and your left hand, because they do you no good. They do the program as it relates to the Reggae Girlz no good. They're a disservice to the federation. Please bring more women on board at the JFF. Bring competent women on board, women who know their football, women who are passionate and want to deliver. You already have a few of those women working at the federation. So all you need to do is just maximize those numbers, because the guys that you have given tasks to and the guys who you pay, and I'm pretty sure you pay them well, they are absolutely nicking a living and taking this whole federation and the country of Jamaica for one big joyride, and it needs to come to an end. So we're going to get into things a little bit more, because I was completely beside myself when I saw this one. I was like, you are absolutely taking liberties here. As I said, I don't really need to remind you guys, we know less than 24 hours ago, the Reggae Girlz did again the unthinkable. I say the unthinkable because they weren't sincerely supported as well as they should have been supported when they came into the championship, the Concacaf Women's Championship. Since then, they have nailed down back-to-back World Cup qualification, and they have also gone ahead and secured that third place there, which resulted in a bronze medal for the girls. Thoroughly deserved. So like I said moments ago, something caught my eye, and I'm gonna bring it up on my screen so that we could all be pissed off together. Let me just bring this up on my screen. Pardon my French, guys, but these guys, they leave me with very few words these days, and it's difficult to be professional and polite to them when they don't deserve it, because certain people at the Jamaica Football Federation are quick to call the girls unprofessional, but yet still they fail to look in the mirror and see that they themselves are unprofessional. So basically, it's a spade calling a spade a spade. Not gonna name their names because they don't like when YouTubers bring them out. They don't like when YouTubers draw them out and place them under the microscope, because obviously they like to run away from transparency and the whole lot. Just bear with me. I'm just going to bring something up on screen for you guys so you guys can have a little bit of a read with me. So let me go ahead and remove my banner, and then like I said, we could all be miserable together in the comment section. I'm pretty sure it's gonna upset a few of you. I'm so annoyed I can't even find what I'm searching for. Okay, there we go. Let me remove something there for you, and we can go ahead and have a little read. So here we have it, a message here from our skipper, and that would be Khadija Bunny Shaw. Message read for itself, doesn't it? If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It clearly says, less than 24 hours after finishing a successful tournament and qualifying for back-to-back World Cup, only to arrive at the airport to be stuck with 24 pieces of bags and no funds to pay for them. JFF, how are we getting home? You tell me, guys, in the comment section, what type of leadership is this? Forget the fact that they are successful, because we know that the Reggae Girlz are pride and joy, and they're just success. They ooze with success. So forget that part. Forget the part of the fact that it's less than 24 hours from when the Reggae Girlz tasted further success. How on earth do you expect them to get from point A to point B, in the sense of they are in a country that is unfamiliar to them? They went to handle business. They took care of business. How on earth do you expect them to fly from Mexico to their base location, because we know that they're based all over the globe? How do you expect them to get from point A to point B? Do you expect them to grow wings and fly from Mexico to England to Canada to Jamaica and wherever else they're based? Maybe I know that they're angels within their own rights, but I'm pretty sure that Khadija, as an angel that she is, and the rest of her teammates, I'm pretty sure they can't grow wings. So how on earth are they supposed to fly from Mexico to Jamaica or wherever it is they're looking to get to without paying for those 24 pieces there? Who is going to be paying for those 24 pieces? Clearly you can see the statement there. It says that stuck with 24 pieces and no funds to pay for them. So how on earth are they going to get home? Who is going to be making those necessary payments? Are we going to have to pick up the phone and call on Mr. Della Marley? Are we going to have to go and disturb Miss Babsy again, because it seems to be a growing habit? It's reputation, but it's poor reputation. It's habit, but it's bad habit. And the reason why I'm fuming at this is because we have certain slack individual working for the Jamaica Football Federation who have the audacity to call the Reggae Girlz unprofessional. They don't like to look at themselves. They don't like when YouTubers draw them out, because if you draw them out and remove their little fake marks, they'll be the first one to say that they're going to be taking XYZ to court. How dare they, when they themselves are nicking a living? If anyone should be taken to court, it's those guys there, some of those guys there who work for the Jamaica Football Federation. Again, Mr. Ricketts, these guys are doing you an absolute disservice. They're doing you a disservice. And the reason why you are the thumbnail there, Mr. Ricketts, is because whenever we think of the JFF, the first person that comes to mind is you. So unless you are in charge of putting together the itinerary, everything that comes with the itinerary, so the travel arrangements, the tickets, etc., etc. If you are not the one who's responsible for that, you are basically taking someone else's bullet here. This is why we say, as the 12th man, that transparency is absolutely pivotal, because we need to know who keeps making the same tiresome, lazy. It's not even a mistake. It's basically somebody saying we don't give a damn. We want to nick a living. We want to get paid, and that's the way it is. And we're going to continue to do it because there's no one there to hold us accountable. That's what keeps on happening here, guys. That's why these out-to-date men who are part of the Jamaica Football Federation, is anytime anything goes wrong, it's always them. It's never the women that are messing things up for us. It's always these stale, out-of-date men. It's always them from the same set of demographics. It's them that keep on sinking the ship. Like I said, Mr. Ricketts, on my live stream last night, if your right hand or your left hand don't have your back, you better put their head on the chopping board. Because if you don't put these guys' head on the chopping board, they're going to chop off yours first. I don't have a clue what the hell is going on with our federation. I can only make my mind up or generate my opinion based on the nonsense that's placed in front of me. Literally just make my mind up, because you guys don't give us transparency. So when you don't give us transparency, you don't even have the right to be upset with us, because with no transparency, you open up the room for assumption. Some of us are going to get it right, the rest of us are going to get it wrong. So if we get it wrong, then you only have yourself to blame. This is why we say we need transparency. We need transparency, because I am absolutely besides myself. I am beside myself. This is why I was livid when you stepped forward, Mr. Ricketts, and you went ahead and gave your statement there at the dinner the other night. I have no issues with you standing up and saying whatever you felt you needed to say. Fair play to you. But next time, please read the room. You have not given us no transparency going into the Concacaf Women's Championship. We didn't have no practice games. So therefore, I'm beside myself as to why the Football Federation of Jamaica would stand up and even dream of publicly giving themselves credit. You cannot do that. Read the room. Read the room again, because there is no transparency there. People are looking and saying that, have the federation done enough? And when I criticize you guys for your statements, people were telling me that no, the federation do this, and you guys there in the comment section the other night, not even you guys, just one person, and I'm not going to name you because you don't deserve to be named, not on this platform. You there in the comment section last night telling me about the JFF are doing this and the JFF are doing that, and it's the girls that's letting down this and the girls that's letting down that. Just goes to show that you know absolutely nothing. Because here we are again. I'll go ahead and read this one out for you in case you don't want to read it for yourself. Again, a message there clearly posted by our skipper, Bunny Shaw. Less than 24 hours after finishing a successful tournament and qualifying for back-to-back World Cup, only to arrive at the airport to be stuck with 24 pieces of bag and no funds to pay for them. JFF Football, that is there on Instagram. How are we getting home? You tell me, people, how are they going to get home? Because like I said, I don't know. Maybe the girls them have some wings that we don't know about. They're always flying anyways. That flying on the pitch, that is. I don't know whether they can grow wings off the pitch. I don't know. I haven't gotten close to them like that. But maybe that's the case. You tell me now, people, where do we actually go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we actually go from here? At what point do people actually draw the line and say enough is enough? You're an embarrassment. You are an absolute embarrassment. Whoever is at fault for this, I'm telling you, if I was Mr. Ricketts, if I was in charge of you, I'm sacking you. I don't even want your explanation. Because we were in similar issues with the men's team just the other day. So clearly, no one gives a damn then. Why don't people care about doing their job? Because no one is held accountable. People from the Jamaica, certain men from the, let me be clear with this one, certain men from the Jamaica Football Federation loves to come and speak publicly and throw other people from the federation under the bus, all at the expense of making themselves look good. You guys are always wanting to bring each other down. It's almost as if people don't really want to be successful here. And if you see that there's success on the horizon and you can't be credited for it, you do anything to poke holes in our success. That's what it seems like right now. And like I said, you don't have a leg to stand on. You can't tell us what to think. You can't tell us what opinions to drum up, because you don't give us no transparency. So you have to deal with whatever assumption we come up with, because you guys are not being transparent with us. No transparency means we don't have honesty. No honesty means that there's a secret there that we don't know about. What's the big secret? I thought this was supposed to be about football. I never realized this is CIA that we're dealing with. What's the big secret? See what you guys are saying there in the comment section. Got me hot and bothered on a hot day. Yeah, probably doesn't have the guts to fire anyone. But like I said, if you don't fire someone, someone's going to get you sacked, isn't it? Somebody's going to get you sacked. Don't understand. I don't understand. And you know that you've messed up when you've got your silent captain. Bunny don't even utter a word. Bunny don't utter a word to no one, not a single soul. You know that you've messed up when you have your silent assassin, your silent captain, basically speaking of addressing the issue publicly. What does that say to you? You know for a fact whoever is in charge of making sure that the process runs smoothly as it relates to taking the team from A to B, and then when the competition comes to an end, all the players go back to their respected location. Whoever was in charge of that process, you're a disappointment. You're an absolute disappointment. Honestly, I would fire you, because it's just like you're not learning. And God forbid if it is the same person that messed up with the men's team, you definitely, I'm not really sure if you're still around, but if you are still around, then what the hell is going on there? Who is actually in charge here? Is it Mr. Ricketts or is it someone else? Don't even know what you guys are saying in the comment section, because I'm just livid, to be honest with you. Don't understand how you guys can do that. Less than 60, can't even think straight. Less than 24 hours after the girls went and created further history, give us further success, you guys come up with this nonsense. You leave them stranded. You leave them stranded. How are they supposed to get home? What, you expect them to pay for their what, 24 piece of luggage? That's the whole bloody team. 24. Look at those heavy duty equipments. Look at those heavy duty equipments, people. You expect that the players should pay for this themselves. Where are they going to get the money from? Because Lord knows whatever they're being paid when they come to play for us, that's just money that you can probably only use to buy yourself a drink and a slice of cake, if that. So where are they supposed to get the money from? Sorry, people there in the comment section. Maybe I should have just sat this one out, breathe for a little bit, and then speak to you guys. But to be honest with you, I think the reaction would have been the same, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really think it would have been any other way. Let me see what you guys are saying there in the comment section. The headline reads for itself, doesn't it? JFF humiliate senior Reggae Girlz team. We've never said that before, have we? We've never said that before. And if it is a case of our leader there, Mr. Ricketts, being afraid to fire people, I would love to work for you if that's the case, because I know I'll just be putting my feet up, getting paid, and not have to worry about a thing. When are you going to be brutal? When are you going to be cutthroat? When are you going to do the honorable thing? Bring more competent women to the table. Can't keep on dealing with the same demographics. If you keep on working with the same demographics, you're going to get the same outcome. You can't expect winners to help you win when these people don't have winning mentality in their DNA. They don't know what it means to win. That's why we'll always end up coming up short. Well, you guys come up short because the Reggae Girlz deliver. We are just as upset. We seem to be the only ones who ever get upset when it comes to these type of things. We seem to be the only one who ever always get upset when it comes to these types of things. I wouldn't even, it's incompetence. I wouldn't call it a lack of communication there, because we heard from the skipper, we heard from the captain. I'll bring it up for you guys once more. She's asking, how are we supposed to get home? Imagine that you've given your heart and your soul to your country, and when it's time to move on, they just want to go home. God bless them. They just want to go home now. We were all tired at the end of that championship. All of us tired, because some of us stay up at crazy hours of the night. We're all just like, okay, we can breathe now. It's a message from your captain, your silent captain. Are you not ashamed? Your quiet captain is speaking about you publicly, addressing your incompetence publicly. Go ahead and read it for yourself. If not, let me read it again for you. It says, less than 24 hours after finishing a successful tournament and qualifying for a back-to-back World Cup, only to arrive at the airport to be stuck with 24 pieces. It's not like a 1 or 2 piece of luggage in a people. 24 luggage, 24 pieces. Look at the heavy duty behind us. That is the kits that we're looking at. It's not rocket science here that we're looking at, is it? Important pieces of equipment, all 24 pieces of them. No funds to pay for them. How are we getting home? I don't have an answer for you, Bunny. I don't think no one in the comment section have an answer for you. So as usual, gonna have to pick the phone up and call our fairy godmother, Mr. Della Marley there, disturber. She's probably putting her feet up, and she has to go and handle business yet again. Or if that don't work, we're going to have to go and call Miss Babsy again. People were just trying to get on with their everyday job, but incompetent people keep messing up the process, keep disturbing peace. And we're gonna keep on talking about this until Mr. Ricketts does the honorable thing and just get rid of the old boys club. I'm telling you guys, it's the old boys club that keep on messing us over. Remove the old boys club because they're outdated and they're stale, and bring competent women to the table. I don't really care who wants to get upset with that. Be upset. I'm not really concerned. The old boys clubs who work in the higher echelons of the Jamaica Football Federation, you're stale and outdated. And you need to pass on the baton to competent women. Look in track and field. Look who's making us all proud. Big up the guys as well. This is not a slander with you guys, but I'm just talking about the little 1, 2, 3 there and further success. Again, big up our men, not slandering anyone, but who's holding up the nation high? Women. Look at our football. Who's making us proud? Thanks to the Reggae Girlz, when it comes to next year's Women's World Cup, we can at least support our country. Don't have to pretend and give our support elsewhere. Again, women. The pattern is clear as daylight. Put your trust in more women then, because these guys were a bunch of, I don't even want to say the word because I can't. Because you never know if kids are listening. And Lord knows I'm not trying to be a bad influence on them. Can't believe or no. But actually I can believe in, but each and every time when I do something, when I just make my blood boil. Good evening to you guys in the comment section. I'm not even ignoring nobody, but right now, me read what I say in the comment section. It's too early for this, but knowing we can't catch a break. We can't catch. Have you guys even had a glass of wine yet since the Reggae Girlz took us to back Women's World Cup? You know, have a wine and a celebrate. Have you guys celebrated yet? We haven't even. I don't know about you, but I have yet to celebrate. You can't even celebrate. Imagine the team. Some of them still have their medals round their neck. Can't even celebrate. Some of them haven't even finished calling their loved ones. They haven't even gotten around to calling their loved ones, and now they have to deal with this nonsense. Stuck at airport with 24 baggage to pay for. Who is going to pay for that? And if they can't pay for their baggage, they're expected to use their wings to fly home because they're angels. And when you're nice, it's why you can't be too nice to people, because when you're too nice, people will take you for a run around. They treat you like a walking doormat. And I'm glad that we have our captain that's utilizing her voice. You know how embarrassing that is? Bunny who don't utter a word. Have to put you on blast on social media. Have to expose your incompetence on social media. The quietest player in the room. You're not shame. You not feel shame. I'm telling you, if I'm Mr. Ricketts and that is my right hand or my left hand that keep on embarrassing me in public, me cut it off personally. Me do it one. Cut them off, because I'm telling you right now, these guys that keep poking holes into our success, trying to stifle our development, these guys, if you don't put their head on the chopping board, they're going to put your head on the chopping board. I don't know about you guys in the comment section, but there's no way I'm letting anyone put my head on the chopping board. I'm chopping off your head first before you get to me. I can tell you that. And this is what happens when you don't give us transparency. We're going to sit here and we're going to come up with all different angles of possible stories because you guys are not being transparent to us. So you can't even get upset. You can't even get upset when there's multiple narratives that's being spun because you don't give us the transparency that we need. Imagine this: the girls, them, like I said, them probably don't even get for call around to their loved ones, and they're dealing with headache. What type of nonsense is this? What type of absolute nonsense is this? And then this is a knock-on effect because their family and their loved ones who were waiting for them at the airport at their point B, so going from point A to point B, they now have to change their arrangements. So now you're interfering with people's personal life. So they now have to readjust their arrangement because of your incompetence. Whilst you're probably at home with your feet up drinking Red Stripe or whatever it is that you like to drink. And I rub your big belly. You like get me upset so much. You like, oh my God, man. You like upset me so much. Like it's gone past heartbreaking. It's gone past. It's just you like, some of you don't deserve a job. I'm sorry to say, I don't wish no one to lose their job, but you're taking liberties here. You're absolutely taking liberties here. Just the other day, we were in the same position. The boys, them trying to figure out how we get into Jamaica to go and play our game. And again, so someone hasn't learned their lesson, have they? So many ideas pitting in a one classroom. Maybe you're a bad teacher then. If nobody here is learning their lesson, whoever that teacher is, you're a bad teacher. You need to go back to the drawing board yourself. Too many hard-ass people in one room. And again, it points back to that same stale demographics. You can't teach old dogs new tricks. Out with the old, in with the new. And this is why I'm going to keep on saying, bring more competent women to the table, because it seems like it's the women who know how to deliver. Good day, everyone in the comment section, by the way. Promise you I'm not usually like this. You can ask the guys in the comment section, but these guys get under my skin. This is why you have to give the Reggae Girlz credit, because nobody's telling me that they're unprofessional. These are the nonsense that they have to deal with on a regular basis, and they don't speak out about it. So big up Bunny for speaking about it. This is why I'm not going to have nobody from the Jamaica Federation of all places talk about the girls, them unprofessional. Find a mirror and look inside that mirror, and you'll see that's a spade that's looking right back at you. What are you guys saying in the comment section? Good day, Formula. Formula said, let's not forget all the great work. Rickett said that. Me no know enough, Formula. I don't know. Like I said, Mr. Ricketts, that was the wrong place, wrong time to speak. Good day to yourself, Formula. Good day, military. Good day to you guys. Good day to everyone in the comment section. I'm gonna go through your comments properly. I'm just trying to allow myself to calm down. Pick up yourself, military. I hope everything's good your end. What's military saying? I'm telling you, oh my God, man. G's and P's, like them just make it hard for people. You're a demon. You're not a nice person. If you can get Bunny of all people, just last night, me, Mikey, and Richard up on the stream, and I say, no matter what these players do to Bunny, Bunny don't react. I'm say, you're lucky that's Bunny, because if that's me, I'm stepping on your ankle. Look how many times we see these players literally physically rough up Bunny, and Bunny's just taking it easy on them. You have to be some sort of demon to get the better of her, for her to actually step out from what she's so used to doing and flip the script and do something different and say, actually, no, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, and it is unacceptable. We as fans, even us, we're so tired because we're watching this team from all over the globe, the guys in Jamaica, people in Canada, people from England, people all over the world tuning in to watching the Reggae Girl. Imagine if we tired, imagine how the team feels. And we don't even need to imagine it because we have seen for ourselves that they are tired. They don't have a leg to stand on. So what that tells me is they just want to get home and have a little nap. That's it. They just want to go home and sleep. They don't want to hear no nonsense. They probably don't want to hear no one calling their phone and telling them crap. They deal with all of that at a later date. But instead, people, this is what we have to deal with. If you're just tuning in, let me make you a little bit miserable, a bit like myself. Misery loves company. So come and sit next to me on my chair. It says, and this is a message from our skipper, Bunny Shaw, by the way. Less than 24 hours after finishing a successful tournament and qualifying for back-to-back World Cup, brace yourself with this one, people, only to arrive at the airport to be stuck with 24 pieces of bag and no funds to pay for them. JFF, how are we getting home? So basically, the incompetent person there that was tasked with ensuring that the Reggae Girls had a smooth transition from A to B as it relates to travel arrangements, they are now sitting at home and they're expecting the Reggae Girls to grow wings. And not only are they expecting the Reggae Girls to grow wings, but they're expecting 24 pieces of luggage to grow wings and take themselves from point A to point B. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed? I couldn't do this. There's no way I could let down my workplace like this. Matter of fact, my line manager wouldn't allow me to let down the workplace like I would have had a disciplinary already. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even have a job. I wouldn't have a job. So at some point, Mr. Ricketts, when are you going to be handing out disciplinary action to the failures that are rubbing shoulders with you? When are you going to be putting heads on chopping boards and giving out the discipline? Like I said, 1 disciplinary, 2 disciplinaries, 3 strikes, you're out. I don't know about you guys in the comment section, but I wouldn't mind working for Mr. Ricketts because I too would not like to nick a living. I would love to nick a living. I would love to know that I can be a slacker and get good pay from it as well. I would love that. So whenever you guys have vacancies going, please do let me know there, Mr. Ricketts. I would love to come on board, and I too would not like to nick a living. I'm going to keep on saying it. Bring more competent women to the table because women, especially Jamaican women, we know how to deliver. One thing about we know how to deliver and with consistency as well. Not just a one-off. We're not a one-trick pony. We know how to deliver. Unlike the right hand and the left hand. So those guys, and like I said, Mr. Ricketts, the reason why you're the face of the thumbnail is because you're taking bullets for someone else. I don't know who those people are. I don't know about you guys in the comment section, but really and truly, do you really think that it's the president's job to sort out travel arrangement, as in to sit at the computer screen and say, yeah, the girls are traveling on this date, that date, that date? That's clearly someone else's job, right? Right? So, Mr. Ricketts, we don't know who that person is. If I were you, I would name and shame. I'm putting several nails in people's coffin because I'll be sick to the death of it. But because you're being extra nice and you're trying to shield those who wouldn't shield you, you're going to be getting the full extent of our brand. You're going to be getting the bashing because you're not giving us those transparency. Notice every time people say the Jamaica Football Federation let us down, it's always Mr. Ricketts' name that's mentioned. Come on, people. Who are these guys? They are being well protected. Who are they? Who are they? Eddie, good evening to yourself. I say good afternoon to yourself, Eddie. Go ahead and read that out for you again. Since you're probably just tuning in. So let me go ahead and read that again. I'll bring it up on screen for you, a matter of fact. It reads for itself, Eddie. You don't want to read it, I'll read it for you. A message there from our silent captain, Khadija Bunishaw. It says, less than 24 hours after finishing a successful to arrive at the airport to be off bags and no funds to pay, we getting home. Good question, guys, in the comment section. How is our skipper, aside from growing wings, and going to get home? If you don't, Lewis, you're gonna end up going mad and heated when I hear certain being unprofessional, unprofessional. What you guys are saying in the comment section. And he needs to get rid of people. Do that, you have to have diversity. This is why people call for the white thing. I hope people are clear on, we're talking about age, we're talking about gender, we're talking about experience. We're not just sit here talking about race here. Shake things up. Gee. At this many occasions, Ricketts refused to hold people accountable. He is the, you're not going to hold people accountable. You're going to, he has to take the bullets, is because there is no transparency there. So if you don't give people the transparency, they're just going to assume. Don't think for 1 second that I want to sit here and assume. I don't want to. But what do you do when there's no transparency? You want objectivity, because you're not giving us nothing to toy with, really and truly. That you want objectivity. How is that possible? You ain't going to be getting it. On earth is going on. It's the same nonsense over and over again. It's just a different day, same old celebrate the good times. No, look at peace. We can't enjoy our moment. How do you think the Reggae Girlz are feeling? Downer. You've dampened the mood. Whoever that incompetent person is, you've gone and you've dampened the mood. You've ruined stuff. That's what you've done. You just. He gets most of the blame because he hired the people them in that position. He gets a lot of the blame when there's no transparency. But that's how them said any publicity is good publicity, you know. So maybe you're onto something. It would be interesting to know if the rumors are true that someone in the JFF owes the travel agency responsible for the bookings. Why nothing is being done? And that person deserves to be sacked. You sack that person. Sorry. And that's the thing. Nobody knows what's true. Nobody knows what's true. Nobody know if this is true. Nobody know if that is true. So we're just here being made to scratch our heads and drum up our own opinions. You're playing a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game that you're playing. That's a dangerous one. Probably says that you guys don't care what people think of you then. If you're allowing multiple narratives to be run against you, how much do you care about your image? If you don't care about your image, why don't you care about your image? How are you guys in the comment section, by the way? I've not asked you guys how you are. I don't think I've asked you guys how you are. Don't be like those incompetent people there. For those of you who are just watching the like button and putting your feet up, kindly do go ahead and hit that like button. Don't do myself a disservice by not hitting that like button. Reason why I've been asking you guys to hit the like button. By hitting the like button, you help to bring more engagement to this particular live stream, and in the long run bring more attention to the platform. So if you like what you've heard so far, in terms of the content, not necessarily what you're hearing, then please do go ahead and kindly hit that like button for me. I don't even know what else to say to you guys, to be honest with you. That's the credit they want. Wrong. Someone is saying that the stream is breaking up. I told you that my streams, maybe it's just, oh, Jesus. Head's hurting me. I don't even know if you guys can see the stream in the comment section. Let me go on to my what is going on? Why can't you guys, my broadband says everything is okay. Sorry if you guys can't see me at the moment. I don't even know. If I give it a couple more minutes, and if not, I think I'm gonna have to bring this one to an end.